Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us as we get ready to explore one of the most anticipated topics of the year. The winter forecast. As the air turns crisp and leaves change color, many of us start to wonder, what will this winter bring? Will it be a season of gentle flurries, or will we see powerful storms and deep freezes? Winter forecasts aren't about predicting the exact day it will snow or when the coldest night will hit. Instead, they give us a sense of the big picture, what kind of season we might expect overall. Scientists and meteorologists study global weather patterns like El Niño and La Niña to predict if the season will be colder, warmer, wetter, or drier than usual. They look at everything from ocean temperatures to jet stream movements. These seasonal outlooks are more than just interesting. They help families prepare for heating bills, cities plan for snow removal, and businesses adjust their strategies for winter weather. Even schools and hospitals use these forecasts to get ready. Forecasts are built by teams of experts using powerful computers and vast amounts of worldwide data. They search for clues in ocean temperatures, atmospheric winds, and even satellite images to piece together the most likely scenarios. While no forecast is perfect, these predictions help spot major trends and give you a head start on preparing for whatever winter may bring, whether that means stocking up on supplies or planning your holiday travel. Today, we'll break down the winter 2024-2025 forecast in simple, easy-to-understand terms, so you know what to expect. We'll look at the big weather patterns shaping this winter and travel region by region, highlighting what's most important for your area. You'll find out where snow, cold, and ice are most likely, and where you might see milder conditions or even a few surprises. So, grab a warm mug of cocoa, settle in, and let's dive into what this winter has in store for all of us. To understand this winter's forecast, let's meet the major players shaping our weather. Each year, a complex dance of global forces determines whether we'll face mild breezes or bone-chilling blizzards. These patterns don't just affect temperature, they influence everything from snowfall totals to the timing of storms, and even how long winter will linger. First up is the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, a powerful climate phenomenon that revolves around Pacific Ocean temperatures. ENSO is like a giant thermostat for the planet, flipping between warm and cool phases that ripple across continents. When La Niña is in charge, cooler than average Pacific waters set the stage. This often means the northern U.S. braces for colder, stormier conditions, while the southern states enjoy warmer, drier weather. La Niña winters can bring more frequent snowstorms to the north and Midwest, and sometimes even surprise the south with rare cold snaps. El Niño, on the other hand, is the opposite. Warmer Pacific waters shift the jet stream, often leading to wetter, milder winters in the north and more rain for the south. When neither is present, we call it ENSO neutral, a sort of in-between state that can still bring surprises. These oceanic shifts have a huge impact on U.S. weather, influencing not just temperature, but also the frequency and intensity of storms, droughts, and even flooding events. Next, let's talk about the polar vortex, a swirling mass of frigid air that sits high above the North Pole. Think of it as a giant, icy whirlpool in the atmosphere, containing some of the coldest air on Earth. When the polar vortex is strong, it keeps that Arctic chill locked up tight. But when its winds weaken or become unstable, frigid air can spill southward, unleashing bitter cold snaps and even record-breaking lows across the U.S. The Arctic Oscillation, or AO, is another key player. It acts like a gatekeeper, controlling how much cold air escapes from the Arctic and how far south it can travel. A negative AO means more cold outbreaks for the U.S., while a positive AO keeps the chill contained. Alberta Clippers are fast-moving storms that sweep down from Canada, racing across the Midwest and Northeast. They bring quick bursts of snow, gusty winds, and sudden drops in temperature, sometimes catching cities off guard. Nor'easters, meanwhile, are the heavyweights of winter storms. These powerful coastal systems can dump feet of snow, unleash hurricane-force winds, and shut down entire cities along the East Coast, from Washington, D.C. to Boston. All these patterns, oceanic, atmospheric, and regional, combine to set the stage for everything winter throws at us, from gentle flurries to paralyzing blizzards. Understanding these forces helps us anticipate the season's biggest risks, prepare for disruptions, and even spot opportunities for winter fun. This year, all these powerful forces are in play at once, making the forecast especially dynamic and unpredictable. As the months unfold, we'll see how these patterns interact, sometimes clashing, sometimes reinforcing each other, to shape the winter ahead. So bundle up, stay alert, and get ready for a wild ride. This winter promises to be one for the record books. Winter 2024-2025 is a season of transition. We start with La Niña, cool Pacific waters bringing early cold to the northern U.S. By mid-winter, La Niña fades and we shift to ENSO neutral, making the weather less predictable. This opens the door for the polar vortex to play a bigger role. Expect December's weather to look different from February's. Early cold in the Rockies and Plains will spread east as the season progresses. The south stays generally warmer, but the battleground between warm and cold will be active. Frequent storms will develop along this dividing line. Northern states get many chances for snow. Central regions may see messy mixes of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. It's a dynamic setup, expect surprises. The transition is the key to this winter's story. Northeast and Mid-Atlantic residents, get ready. This winter looks active with above-average snowfall. Early on, La Niña may keep the coldest air west, but as we shift to neutral, colder air will pour in. This sets the stage for snow instead of rain during storms. Expect several nor'easters, especially in New England and interior New York and Pennsylvania. The Appalachian Mountains could see well above average snow. Temperatures will swing, with cold Arctic outbreaks later in the season. Coastal cities like D.C. and Baltimore may see more mixed precipitation, but significant snow is still possible. The rain-snow line will be tricky, so expect some surprises. The key takeaway: be ready for a classic active winter. Stock up on supplies and keep your snow boots handy. This is a year for real winter weather. Stay prepared for whatever comes your way. In the Midwest and Great Lakes, brace for a cold, snowy winter. La Niña brings early cold to the upper Midwest, spreading across the region as the season goes on. Below-average temperatures are likely, so dig out those heavy coats. Frequent Alberta clippers will bring regular rounds of light to moderate snow. The cumulative effect means above-average snowfall for many. Cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Indianapolis should expect plenty of shoveling. Lake-effect snow will be intense, especially downwind of the Great Lakes. Some areas could see feet of snow in short bursts. Persistent cold means snow will stick around. Great for winter sports, but expect slick roads and long stretches of cold. Ice risks increase on the southern edge of the region. The Midwest, get ready for a long, traditional winter. The South faces a different kind of winter, one that's generally warmer than average, stretching from the wide plains of Texas to the sandy shores of the Carolinas and the sun-soaked cities of Florida. While much of the country braces for deep freezes and heavy snow, the southern states often experience a milder, more unpredictable season. This year, La Niña and then neutral conditions in the Pacific are expected to keep the coldest Arctic air bottled up to the north, away from most of the South. These global weather patterns play a big role in shaping what kind of winter we'll see. So, you can expect a milder winter overall, with more days spent in light jackets and fewer harsh cold snaps. But don't let your guard down. Mild doesn't mean trouble-free. The South will become a battleground, where chilly northern air meets warm, moist air from the Gulf. This clash can create dramatic and fast-changing weather, sometimes within a single day. For most, this means more rain than snow, but along the northern edge, places like northern Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Tennessee, messy winter weather is possible, with a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Ice storms are a real threat where cold and warm air collide, coating trees, roads, and power lines in dangerous layers of ice. Freezing rain can quickly lead to power outages, hazardous travel, and even strand entire communities until conditions improve. The Ohio Valley, including southern Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee, should be especially alert for these winter hazards, as conditions can change rapidly. Meanwhile, Florida and the Gulf Coast are likely to be drier than average. This dryness raises the risk of wildfires, making it important for residents to stay vigilant and prepared. So, while much of the country deals with snow and bitter cold, the South faces its own unique mix of rain, ice, and dryness, each bringing its own set of challenges. It's truly a winter of contrasts, with conditions that can shift quickly from one extreme to another. Staying alert and informed is more important than ever. Preparation is key for everyone in the South this winter, whether it's for rain, ice, or fire. Stay ready, stay safe, and keep an eye on the forecast. The West's winter is split in two. The Pacific Northwest starts cold and snowy thanks to La Niña. Great news for ski resorts and water supplies. As the season shifts to neutral, the Northwest may turn milder and drier. California and the Southwest are likely to be warmer and drier than average. The storm track stays north, leaving the Sierras with below-average snowpack. This could impact water resources later in the year. The Southwest continues its trend of warmth and dryness. The Northern Rockies will see a cold, snowy start, but farther south expect more average conditions. Colorado and Utah will be caught between northern cold and southern warmth. The best chance for snow and cold in the west is early in the season. Later, expect a shift to milder, drier weather. The West's story: early action, then a tug-of-war between patterns. Ice storms are one of winter's biggest dangers. They form when rain falls through warm air aloft and freezes on cold surfaces below. This winter, the battleground for ice stretches from northern Texas and Oklahoma through Arkansas, southern Missouri, and into the Ohio Valley. Southern Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee are especially at risk. Ice can snap trees, down power lines, and make roads impassable. Even a thin layer can cause days-long outages and dangerous travel. Prepare emergency kits with essentials in case you lose power. Pay close attention to local forecasts and warnings. When freezing rain is in the forecast, stay home if you can. Ice storms can paralyze communities. Be ready and stay safe. No matter your forecast, preparation is your best defense. Build a winter emergency kit for home flashlights, batteries, food, water, blankets, and a first aid kit. Prepare your car with blankets, snacks, a shovel, and an ice scraper. Check your tires, battery, and antifreeze before winter starts. Keep your gas tank at least half full to avoid freezing. Stay informed with local weather updates and heat official warnings. If you must go out, dress in layers and wear boots with good traction. Check on neighbors who may need help. Use heaters safely. Never run generators or grills indoors. A little preparation goes a long way. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy the season.